The ships were advancing on the city. Father knew this day would come sooner or later, and now here I was, in the middle of the invasion of the Northern Water Tribe. But I wasn't here to attack. In fact, just the opposite. As my dinghy was being prepared, Uncle Iroh said, "Zuko, before you go, I have something to give you." And when I reached out, he placed a Pai Sho tile depicting a white lotus in my hand, and I put it into my travel bag. Then I got in the metal boat with Iroh and left the ship, never to return. Kataro's point of view. Aang was meditating in the spirit oasis, and Sokka and I were still protecting him. Just then, Zuko and his uncle arrived, blasting through a crowd of Fire Nation soldiers in an explosion of fire and lightning. Then Zuko said, "Hey guys, Zuko here. So Aang wasn't lying when you said he changed," explained Sokka. In response, Zuko said, "Let's not worry about all that, because we've got a fight to finish." And we began finishing the fight. 1 very violent hour later. We had seemingly finished the fight, but the Fire Nation continued to press their attack, with Sokka saying, "This is too much! We need a miracle to win just now!" Just then, Aang emerged from the spirit oasis, glowing blue, and then a mass of water formed around him in the shape of a giant koi, and then Aang began to attack the entire Fire Nation army. A lot of collateral damage later. Aang had returned to normal, and now all that was left was to confront Admiral Zhao, who had been leading the attack. But before we could find him, we heard the sound of a girl crying and a knife stabbing into her skin. We turned around to discover the corpse of Princess Sue, with Zhao above it, knife in hand. "No!" cried Sokka, who had now come to tears. Zhao said, "Oh yes, and now with this princess dead, it's time I had a prince to my body count." At this, Zhao moved forward, ready to do me in, when Uncle Iroh stepped up to the plate and blasted him into the spirit oasis, where he fell in and disappeared, damned to wander the fog of lost souls forever. Afterwards, Aang, Katara, Sokka, and I flew atop Aang's sky bison, Appa, while Uncle Iroh went off to do something of his own. And from that day forward, I joined the Avatar's friends and leave the 34th Division and defected, leaving to join Uncle Iroh.